Hey everybody, Matt Barton here with this week's Broker Minute or Two. Actually, as I'm looking at my backdrop, I should start by, giving the Smithers, here's how we're going to rule the world. I just think it's funny what's behind my head here. Anyway, joking aside, last week, Rob Oakey and I, hopefully most of you have had a chance to meet Rob. Again, super excited for what he's already bringing to the equation here. His additional expertise, super helpful. Feel free to reach out to him with questions. He's probably better at answering questions than I am. Actually, that's just a soft plug to get some phone calls off of my plate. Okay. Actually, he and I were up in Salt Lake last week at the CE Instructors Development Workshop, which is kind of funny. We were sitting there next to each other in the conference, and there was not so much about how to be a better instructor. Of course, this is run by the Division of Real Estate, and we had multiple of the compliance people effectively running the meeting. And so, really, all day long from 9 to 5 was a discussion about a lot of different issues that should be covered by CE instructors, especially in the core classes and things like that. So that's the backdrop to what I want to cover today. One of the things they were talking about, and this is going to be a pretty simple one, one of the things we get to do as real estate agents is be quasi or at least feel like to the public somebody who can give a value on a property. And that seems pretty innocuous by itself. But the discussion devolved into one of the code sections that governs this. And I think it was important, as Rob and I talked about it, that we share with you so that you're aware, because as we know, in our occupation, what we do, the contracts we write, the information we put out, words actually matter. And so we need to have an underlying understanding to pay attention to the words we use, because using the wrong words can actually land us in a bit of trouble. So on screen, you will see from the Utah Code, so this is out of the Real Estate License Practices Act, which is actually the law, and then the Division of Real Estate makes additional rules to enforce the law. So you can see the very first item here is price estimate. So that's what I want to have burned into your head. Anytime we're doing a CMA, anytime we're doing a BPO, anytime we're doing anything to talk about what the price of a property could be, we should always use the word price estimate. You can see the second portion, right? An opinion of value. This is like sacred wording in the DRE's view and per the Real Estate License Practices Act, the law. That term, an opinion of value, is explicitly restricted for appraisers. So if you nonchalantly or unwittingly, not paying attention, say, here is my opinion of value, you are now in violation of the law. You do not have the right to offer an opinion of value. You do have the right in your CMA, right, a comparable market analysis, to give a price estimate. Doesn't it seem weird that, I mean, functionally, you would be doing the same thing, but the words that you use in your conclusion really do matter. So this is the broker minute or two for this week. Don't ever use the term opinion of value, because you are not an appraiser. Always use some form of price. Make sure the word estimate is in there, if not using that phrase explicitly. Our price estimate is this. I hope that helps you as you go forward, and so you don't get in the crosshairs of the DRE. One other thing they put on screen, I won't bore you with it right now, but literally it was showing how many complaints get filed, how many are turned into actual investigations, and how many people get reprimanded. It's not an insignificant number, and so our job is to help you avoid that unpleasantness. Hope you have a great week, and we will talk soon.